Brothers and sisters, have you ever thought about the trials and challenges that will come before the day of judgment? There are certain signs so great and terrifying that they will shake the earth and test the faith of every believer. Among these signs, three mysterious and powerful entities are mentioned in our holy books: Yajooj, Majooj, and the Dajjal. These figures are part of the major signs that will unfold as the world draws nearer to the end of time. Today, we will uncover their stories, where they are now, and when they will emerge. But stay with me. This story is not just a tale of the past. Each part of it, each piece of the puzzle, will lead us to the ultimate truth about what will happen before the day of judgment. The story begins with a righteous king named Dhul-Qarnayn. He was a servant of Allah, chosen for his immense power and wisdom. Allah granted him authority over vast lands, and his travels took him to the farthest corners of the earth. One day, while journeying, Dhul-Qarnayn came upon a people who lived between two massive mountains. These people were living in constant fear, terrorized by a wild and destructive tribe, Yajooj and Majooj. The people begged Dhul-Qarnayn for help, pleading with him to save them from the menace of these creatures. They offered him wealth, gold and silver in exchange for his protection. But Dhul-Qarnayn, being a man of faith, turned down their riches. Instead, he asked for the labor and resources to build a mighty wall, a barrier so strong that Yajooj and Majooj would never be able to break through. Dhul-Qarnayn's decision was not a small one. Yajooj and Majooj were no ordinary creatures. They were known for their wild, ruthless behavior and their insatiable hunger for destruction. These beings were descended from Yafith, the son of Prophet Nuh, and they were described as beasts in human form. Imagine a tribe of creatures who would devour everything in their path: crops, animals, and even humans. Nothing would be spared. They would leave a trail of devastation, sweeping across the earth, leaving only chaos in their wake. So Dhul-Qarnayn ordered the construction of an impenetrable barrier made of iron and molten copper. This wall was unlike any other. It was tall, strong, and solid. No creature, no matter how powerful, could climb over it or break through it. And for a time the people lived in peace, safe from the danger of Yajooj and Majooj. But the question remained: why did Dhul-Qarnayn build such a wall? What made Yajooj and Majooj so dangerous that they needed to be trapped forever? Centuries passed, and the wall remained hidden, forgotten by most. But every day, Yajooj and Majooj would claw at the wall, trying to break free. Day after day, they worked tirelessly, their hands scraping against the iron and copper. But here's the strange part. Each night, they would stop their work, exhausted, saying, "We'll return tomorrow." The next day, they would come back and try again. But here's the twist. Every time they returned, the wall would be mysteriously restored to its original state, stronger than ever. Yajooj and Majooj could never break through. Why did this happen? Why was the wall so unyielding? What was the secret behind its strength? The answer lies in the will of Allah. Every night, as Yajooj and Majooj rested, Allah would send His mercy, repairing the wall and making it impossible for them to escape. The creatures would always forget to say Insha'Allah, if Allah wills, and because of this, the wall would be restored, blocking their way once again. But here's where things take a turn. The time will come when Allah's will is finally fulfilled. One day, as Yajooj and Majooj work tirelessly at the wall, one of them will finally say, "Insha'Allah, tomorrow we will break through." And when those words are spoken, the wall will crumble. The moment they say Insha'Allah, the divine will of Allah will allow the wall to collapse, and Yajooj and Majooj will be freed. The earth will tremble when they are released. The destruction they will cause will be unlike anything the world has ever seen. Rivers will dry up, crops will be devoured, and cities will fall. No one will be able to stop them. They will leave nothing in their wake, only devastation. But here is the miracle. Yajooj and Majooj will not be able to enter the holy cities of Mecca, Medina, or Bayt al-Maqdis. These sacred places will be protected by Allah's divine decree, and they will remain untouched by the destruction. But as if this weren't enough, another terrifying trial will soon unfold. A figure known as the Dajjal, or the false Messiah, will rise up. The Dajjal will deceive the people with his lies, claiming to be a god and performing false miracles to mislead the masses. He will charm and manipulate the weak, convincing them of his false divinity. The trials of the Dajjal will be one of the greatest tests for every believer. His deception will be so powerful that many will be led astray. But the believers must remain strong in their faith, for the Dajjal's trials will test their trust in Allah. But fear not, for Prophet Isa, ARX, will return to earth at this time. When the Dajjal's reign of deception reaches its peak, Prophet Isa, heirs at, will come to lead the believers in their fight against the Dajjal. The showdown between the truth of Islam and the lies of the Dajjal will be a momentous event. Prophet Isa, will confront the Dajjal, and with the help of Allah, he will defeat him, bringing an end to the false messiah's deception. However, the story of Yajooj and Majooj does not end there. In the final chapter of the tale, when the believers are victorious, Prophet Isa, will pray to Allah for the destruction of Yajooj and Majooj. Allah will answer his prayer and send a plague upon these destructive creatures. Their necks will swell with disease, and they will perish, leaving the earth cleansed of their corruption. These events are not merely stories or fairy tales. They are warnings, brothers and sisters. These trials are real, and they will come. The emergence of Yajooj, Majooj, and the Dajjal are all signs of the end of time, and they serve as reminders for us to strengthen our faith, to prepare ourselves for the trials ahead. We must reflect on these signs, share this knowledge with others, and turn to Allah for guidance and protection. The day of judgment is drawing closer, and it is up to each one of us to be ready. How will we face these trials? Will we stand firm in our faith, or will we be swayed by the deceit of the Dajjal and the destruction of Yajooj and Majooj? Only time will tell, but the question remains, are we truly ready for what is to come? So, brothers and sisters, take this as a reminder. Strengthen your faith, turn to Allah for protection, and prepare for the trials that lie ahead. The signs are all around us, and the time to act is now. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like and share to get back.